In a stunning twist that has sent shockwaves through the world of sports, FIFA has officially stripped the United States of its primary hosting rights for the 2026 World Cup. This unprecedented move has left fans, organizers, and players reeling, as the nation that helped secure the tournament now finds itself on the sidelines. In a dramatic turn of events, Canada has been elevated to the role of principal host, stepping into the global spotlight and taking on the immense responsibility of welcoming the world's biggest sporting event. The celebrated Tri-Nation United bid, once hailed as a symbol of North American unity and cooperation, has been upended just months before kickoff. What was meant to be a shared celebration of soccer across 3 nations is now a story of division and uncertainty. 11 American cities, from the sprawling stadiums of Los Angeles to the iconic skyline of New York, were deep in preparation for a monumental event, investing millions in infrastructure, security, and fan experiences. Now those ambitious plans are in limbo, leaving local economies and soccer communities in a state of confusion and disappointment. FIFA's decision, driven by mounting concerns over U.S. political instability, security risks, and the inability to guarantee smooth logistics, has sidelined a global superpower and effectively rewritten years of meticulous planning. The move has sparked heated debate, protests, and questions about the future of international sports in America. The final, once destined for the grand stage of New Jersey's MetLife Stadium, will now be played on Canadian soil, marking a historic first for the country and a bittersweet moment for American fans. The 2026 World Cup will be remembered not just for the matches on the field, but for the seismic off-field power play that changed the course of soccer history and left an indelible mark on the global sporting landscape. The United 2026 bid, a groundbreaking collaboration between the United States, Canada, and Mexico, was awarded the honor of hosting the FIFA World Cup in 2018. This decision marked a historic moment, not just for the 3 nations involved, but for the entire world of football. For the first time, the tournament would be shared across 3 countries, symbolizing a new era of partnership and unity on the global stage. The promise was bold: the largest World Cup ever, featuring 48 teams, spanning 3 nations, and setting a new standard for continental cooperation. The vision was to bring together diverse cultures, languages, and traditions, all united by the love of the beautiful game. Fans from every corner of the globe would converge on North America, creating an unprecedented festival of sport and community. The United States was set to take on the lion's share of the tournament, hosting 60 out of 80 matches, including every game from the quarterfinals onward. This allocation reflected the country's vast infrastructure and experience in staging major sporting events, ensuring that the tournament would run smoothly and efficiently. Canada and Mexico, while hosting fewer matches, were essential partners in this grand vision. Their stadiums in cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Mexico City would welcome the world, offering unique local flavors and passionate fan bases. The plan was for the opening match to take place in the legendary Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, a stadium steeped in World Cup history, while the grand finale would unfold in the iconic MetLife Stadium in New York. This arrangement was designed to showcase the unity of North America, leveraging world-class infrastructure and the unique character of each host city. The United 2026 model was hailed as a blueprint for future mega events: sustainable, profitable, and technically flawless. By utilizing existing stadiums and infrastructure, the bid promised to avoid the pitfalls of costly new construction and environmental waste, setting a new benchmark for responsible event planning. For the United States, this was more than just another tournament. It was a chance to cement its status as a true football destination, building on the legacy of the 1994 World Cup and the country's growing passion for the sport. For Canada, it represented a leap onto the world stage, an opportunity to inspire a new generation of players and fans, and to showcase its vibrant cities to a global audience. For Mexico, it was a historic 3rd time hosting the World Cup, a testament to its deep footballing heritage and the enduring spirit of its supporters. The bid's success was underpinned by immense projected revenues and a turnkey operation: no need for new stadiums, no risk of last-minute construction delays. This approach promised a seamless experience for teams, fans, and organizers alike. FIFA's overwhelming endorsement reflected a strong faith in this vision of unity, efficiency, and shared purpose. The world's governing body saw in United 2026 a model for how football could bring nations together in pursuit of something greater than the sum of its parts. Until now, the dream of continental unity seemed destined for triumph, a shining example of what collaboration and shared ambition could achieve on the world's biggest stage. The unraveling began with quiet concerns in Zurich and ended with FIFA's bombshell: most matches, including the final, would move from the US to Canada. Political tensions in the US escalated after President Trump's threats to withdraw federal support from certain host cities, alarming FIFA. FIFA demands unconditional government guarantees. Any hint of political interference is unacceptable. Logistical disputes over visas and tax exemptions further stalled preparations. A confidential risk report warned of potential disruptions from US polarization and lack of federal guarantees. With Canada's smooth preparations and stability, FIFA activated its contingency plan. Canada was elevated to safeguard the tournament's integrity, just 8 months before kickoff. For Canada, this is a historic triumph, catapulting from junior partner to principal host of the world's biggest sporting event. Beyond Toronto and Vancouver, cities like Montreal and Edmonton are now fast-tracked to host matches, with the final set for Vancouver or Toronto. Canada's diligent preparation and government guarantees stood in stark contrast to US turmoil, making it FIFA's obvious choice. The Canadian men's team, already on the rise, now enjoys home advantage throughout the tournament. Hosting the World Cup final will supercharge soccer's growth, inspire a new generation, and embed the sport in Canadian culture. Canada has been handed the keys to the kingdom, and appears ready to embrace the responsibility. FIFA's decision triggered a massive transfer of wealth from the US to Canada. American cities lost out on billions in projected revenue from tourism, hospitality, and local spending, an economic windfall now headed north. For Canada, hosting the knockout rounds and final means a surge in jobs, infrastructure investment, and GDP. Sponsorships and marketing deals are in chaos. US brands scramble while Canadian companies seize a golden opportunity. The long-term impact is clear. US soccer's commercial growth is set back, while Canada's domestic league and grassroots programs will thrive. The economic center of North American soccer has shifted decisively northward. This is a once-in-a-generation financial windfall for Canada. The US losing World Cup hosting rights is a diplomatic embarrassment for the Trump administration, a public rebuke from FIFA that signals lost confidence in American stability. President Trump's threats to withhold resources from certain cities, meant for domestic politics, backfired spectacularly on the world stage. FIFA, wary of government interference, could not tolerate such uncertainty. Canada, by contrast, is now seen as a reliable, capable global citizen, its international reputation enhanced. This soft power victory will strengthen Canada's hand in global forums and reinforce its brand as a welcoming nation. The episode is a lesson. Governmental guarantees for mega events must be absolute. The political fallout will be studied for years as a case study in the intersection of national politics and global sport. The football world's reaction has ranged from shock to celebration. US legend Landon Donovan called it a generational missed opportunity, echoing the heartbreak of American players and fans. Canadian icon Christine Sinclair hailed it as the greatest moment in Canadian sports history, a chance to inspire a nation. The Canadian Soccer Association pledged to deliver the best World Cup ever. Analysts note that FIFA's move, while dramatic, is consistent with its priority for certainty and risk mitigation. Many global federations privately welcome the shift, preferring Canada's stability over US unpredictability. A senior UEFA official summed it up: Canada presents a stable, welcoming, and straightforward environment. The consensus: FIFA made a tough but necessary choice for a smooth tournament. With the hosting map redrawn, FIFA is racing to finalize a new tournament schedule. The World Cup draw in Washington, D.C. will now reveal not just group matchups, but a radically revised tournament map. Teams and fans must reroute travel plans from U.S. cities to Canadian ones, adding logistical challenges. Canadian organizers face a monumental task, scaling up cities like Montreal and Edmonton to FIFA standards in under 8 months. The Canadian government has pledged full support to ensure a seamless transition. For American fans, the dream of a home World Cup is gone, replaced by a northern adventure. The road to 2026 now leads to a new, unexpected, and quintessentially Canadian destination. FIFA's decision to shift the 2026 World Cup from the US to Canada is a watershed moment, one that will echo through the world of football for generations to come. This isn't just a change of venue, it's a bold statement about the values that now shape the global game. By moving the tournament north, FIFA is declaring that no nation, no matter how powerful or influential, is bigger than the game itself. The World Cup belongs to the world, not to any single country. Stability, trust, and partnership now outweigh market size and economic power in the race to host global events. The message is clear. Football's future will be built on unity and shared purpose, not just on commercial might. For the United States, this is a sobering lesson in the real-world cost of political discord and division. The world is watching, and the consequences of internal strife can reach far beyond borders. It's a call for humility, for reflection, and for renewed global engagement. The U.S. must now look inward, but also outward, to rebuild trust and reassert its place in the world of sport. For American soccer, the dream is deferred, not dead. The passion of its fans and the promise of its young players remain undiminished. The journey continues, just along a different path. Now, the focus shifts to competing as visitors, embracing the challenge of playing on foreign soil and proving themselves on the world's biggest stage. For Canada, it's nothing short of a coronation, a moment to step into the global spotlight and show the world what it can achieve. It's a chance to inspire a new generation, to foster a new era of soccer, and to unite a nation behind a common dream. Canada now has the opportunity to deliver a World Cup remembered not just for its spectacle, but for its warmth, hospitality, and efficiency, setting a new standard for future hosts. The pressure is immense, the expectation sky high, but so is the potential for legacy. The eyes of the world are on Canada, and the stakes have never been higher. The world will still come to North America, drawn by the magic of the World Cup and the promise of unforgettable moments. But this time, it will be under a different flag. The beautiful game endures, adapting and thriving as the world changes around it. The landscape of football has been forever changed, and a new chapter begins, one that will be written by the players, the fans, and the nations who dare to dream.